A battle bill, first day, new season, upload by me on the first day. Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself. Your boy is trying this again. I got good news from teaching job. Only got one prep, means I only teach one subject. Means my life should be easier, which means, yo, YouTube content. So no more cope, no more excuses. We're aiming for I want to say 5 uploads a week. That's what we're going for. We got ourselves Malamar with not new move. This move came out last season or season before that and was ass. But now new good move, actually buffed. Freaking Malamar with Psywave. Thing's 1-turn Shadow Claw. I had a bonkers time with it. Absolutely popped off. It is ranked 2 and 3 battles, so be mindful. But I love it. I think this thing's a freaking beast. We also got some other newly buffed mons with Whimsicott getting the damage buff on Fairy Winds. Clodsire, the new Supreme King Overlord of our Open Great League with the 1 damage buff to Poison Sting. And we have a bunch of battles here for your viewing enjoyment. So by all means, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm really gonna do the thing here. Just like I'm gonna really lose this battle. Yo, Ghost Fire, you know what's a great counter swap to that, chat? You wanna know what's a great counter swap to that? Bring in the Fairy Grass type. Malamar only has a dark move, so, I mean, why use that? Why use that when I can throw Seed Bomb and Moonblast for some impressive resisted damage? But it's okay, because Psywave cooks. Gets us to the foul play. We're going to take out the Marowak. The Gengar is going to come in here. Gengar, again, ranked 2 or 3 battles, and we're gonna Psywave it down, dude. We're gonna wave bye-bye to it. We got debuffed the Dubwool over here trying to keep on making a name for itself, and it doesn't have much of a chance going into season 20 no more. We can eat 2 body slams because that's debuffed. That's the move that's been debuffed. I was gonna say that's another thing that's been debuffed, but I think that's the only thing technically. We're gonna throw foul play because I'm stupid. I should have just superpowered. Would have taken it out, but we get the Psywave farm down and I'll debuff myself, but I'm basically dead, so it really doesn't matter. We get the alignment we want in any battle. They come in with the Charjabug. Charjabug feels like it's so last season. I think it's gonna have some play, but nothing happened to it. It didn't get better, it didn't get worse. The meta just adjusted around it. So we'll see where it falls. They're not gonna be able to do anything to our Clodsire with their Charjabug, and I make another top tier new season type play. You thought I was a one-hit wonder swapping the Whimsicott into the Fire Ghost? No, try Water Poison. I have a cough drop in my mouth. My throat's a little dry. Anyhow, we still got Clodsire, and we're gonna show you how good Clodsire is gonna be cooking these days. We get their second shield. I think they shielded a Seed Bomb also, so shout out to them for making that play. We always appreciate a little assistance in our battles. I decide to use my last shield here. X-Scissor is not going to take me out, but we just want to make sure I overfarm in case, they get to another X-Scissor. I remember where their energy's at. It's right. It's day 1 battles, okay? And we know they're far enough from the next Scald. We get to the EQ. We take it out. 2 for 2. Your boy wins back-to-back matches of swapping Whimsicott into terrible scenarios. Next match, Malamar, Clodsire. Actually, not a great matchup for Malamar, just because Clodsire is so bulky, and the only damage you're doing for super effective is the Psywaves, and then foul play is just not an amazing move. I love Malamar's coverage. It's always had great coverage. Dark Stab, foul play, superpower, non-stab, kind of hurts, what superpower is going for, but still, it's good coverage. We then bring our Clodsire into the Crest because every Crest now is running Grass, not Moonblast. Or, they should be. Future Sight's been nerfed, so you don't really want to be running that. They then come back in with their Clodsire. We're going to get ourselves off an Earthquake. We're going to put them in the yellow. We have a shield advantage. We're going to pivot because now they're in foul play range, especially with some Psywaves. I'm going to shield because I'm scared. No, I'm not. Why didn't I shield? Well, doesn't matter. We're over farming a bunch. I knew we could tank a move. That's why I didn't shield. I also thought they might bait with snow damage. It didn't really work out. But we take them out. Their last mon is Mandibuzz. We're going to build up to almost 2 superpowers just in case they're about to throw. Obviously, they just got in. Neutral superpowers. It's doing something. Non-stab to Mandibuzz. You know what? We got about half of its health. Really can't ask for too much more. They're going to snarl us all the way down. We're a little worried about some aerial aces, so I think I go into Clodsire here to eat the damage, and I do. There's no reason to shield this. It's Dark Pulse. It's Clodsire. They then pivot. We then catch because we build Diffie like that. They had energy saved up. They wanted to try and snipe the Clod. They can't do that. Whimsicott in a good matchup, finally. They're going to Moonblast. We're going to shield the next one. I can't go for the Fairy Wind down. Kind of pointless. Crest is still tanky. Even with Fairy Wind buffed, it's taking a bit to chip away. The Mandibuzz can come back in. We can throw on our good timing. 2 turn against 3 turn. 1 Moonblast takes them out. They had a shield, but they needed to hope that I misplay, and I did not. Next match. Hey, Annihilate. Remember this thing? Well, don't expect to see too much more of it this season. Another Pokemon that got, unfortunately nerfed to the ground, underneath the ground. 6 feet deep. Go like another 6 feet. Then you might be deep enough for how nerfed into the ground Annihilate is. Maybe, not even a promise. Regardless, Niantic knows this, and they let their Night Slash. They throw Night Slash, and they let them boost, because, why wouldn't they? But, counter's doing, I think, generating less energy, so it's taking them longer to get the moves. Pretty sure that's the nerf, and I just fall short of the superpower, because, the counters are doing more damage from the Night Slash. I digress. We're still in a good situation here because the Skarmory is going to line up with our Clodsire, and they're going to catch a Stone Edge on their Whiscash, and I'm going to be very mad. So I'm going to try and get some energy back. I'm going to build up till they get to Mud Bomb on the off chance they decide to throw that, and then I'm going to go in with Whimsicott. Now, beautiful matchup for the Whimsicott. I want to be careful here. I really don't want to get farmed all the way down by their Skarmory. So I'm going to let them throw some damage, let them throw some moves. They get a debuff, not super fortunate. Seed Bomb, this will take out the Whiscash regardless of the debuff. And then we're going to hope to get a Moonblast off. And shout out to the biggest change of the season, 50-second switch timers. Yo, my Clodsire is ready. I guess it didn't matter because their opponent decided to throw. It matters in a future match, I swear. I thought this was the match. But regardless, they decided to throw. I could have swapped out. I would have caught a Sky Attack. We're going to double Stone Edge. We're going to say GG's, shake hands, move on to the next match. Beautiful wins here. Be ready to see Clodsire everywhere. That and for Alligator. Get your counters ready. Malamar, Ferrothorn, next match. We love this. We build up the superpower, super effective against the Steel type. They're going to Power Whip us first. We're going to let it go through. We don't shield anything until we're debuffed. We're going to try our best to be careful and throw the 1-turn move into the 3-turn move properly, but I'm a boomer, so I'm going to miss out on some turns. As long as I don't give them a free Bullet Seed, I'll survive giving them a free turn or two. I won't be mad. Free 3 turns, and now I'm talking jumping off a ledge. Foul play. The Clodsire. Problem is, we're not doing a lot of damage here, and they're going to Poison Sting farm us all the way down. I'm not going to be able to get anything off. Imagine Psybeam, the Psychic Charge move, was like actually good. That would be cool. That would really help Malamar, against King of the Meta here. But Psybeam, trash. Psywave is great. New season. So maybe next season. You never know. We got ourselves an Earthquake off. They decide, did they bait me the first one and I'm down a shield because of that, or did I shield something else? I don't remember. I just know that I'm trying to land this Earthquake, and thankfully they thought I was going to go for the bait and then didn't. They got a Feraligatr as their last mon. I got to be careful. I obviously don't want an Ice Beam landing. We're going to throw Seed Bombs ASAP. I'm going to hope that they bait, and I'm going to call it, correct? Yes, this is that match. I do that. I want to get my Seed Bomb off as fast as possible next, but we CMP there. That's fine. They need to either throw another Hydro Cannon or go for the Shadow Claw farm down. But here is the match where 50-second switch timer cooks. Bang. Up just in time. Just in the nick of time. They get a singular extra Shadow Claw, and they get a Hydro Cannon off, and I lose that. And I'm not here bragging about winning more battles with Malamar. I'm here bragging about winning slightly more battles with Malamar. Dugong, next matchup. They're going to debuff us. Not like, super ideal thing here, but we got to let it happen. We got to let it go through. We want to build the 2 superpowers. I don't want to shield the first Icy Wind. Can debuff myself first. We get a shield regardless. They then pivot into Nidorina. Don't ask me why. Shout out to them for having this purified Need Arena. Nerf the Need Arena, so it's running Dig. So, I mean, this thing requires like 3 digs to take out a Clodsire. I think we need to start trying to run something else. But regardless, I'm going to let it beat me, because apparently Earthquake doesn't one-shot. I learned that the hard way. Go for the Poison Sting farm down. Obviously, I could have thrown Stone Edge. I mean, I would have probably lost CMP. But I was like, whatever. I have shield advantage. I also really didn't think that was going to be another dig, but I'm not sitting here counting on day 1. So, there's that. Their last mon is Bayleaf. Shout out to them. Really cool team for day 1. I give major props. We then pivot. I probably should have gotten another move off, but I was still worried about this Dugong in the back, so I was like, I guess let's try to sneak in some Whimsicott energy against the Dugong. We're going to try and throw on proper timing. We show the first Icy Wind. We get a Seed Bomb off. We get their last shield. Throw on some more proper timing. Get off our second Seed Bomb before they get off another Icy Wind. We're only debuffed once. That's fantastic. Except it doesn't kill, so it's a little bit less fantastic. But because Malamar is almost dead, or no, yeah, I do shield this, and then we Fairy Wind all the way down. No, we don't. We Psywave all the way down. Giga Brain. Throw Superpower. Assume Bayleaf is low enough that this will take out. Then remember it's non-stab, and it's a Bayleaf that's like basically maxed out. So if it's like properly XL, that thing's going to be thick. Double capital C. And then we see Bomb it, and we win the match regardless. And on to the next one. We got ourselves Malamar on Malamar, which is not the kind of matchup and madness that we want to see here in the Go Battle League. You're gonna want to throw Foul Play. It doesn't debuff you, it does neutral damage, the Dark Psychic typing, and it's also stab. We're both gonna do the exact same thing. The Psywaves aren't doing too much damage because they're both, I think, double resisted because of the dark typings. Our opponent throws there, and I'm like, whoa, where'd they get a free Psywave? What the hell? I got scammed of a Psywave. No, they played it super smart, actually. They super powered. Super smart, super power. And I died to the following Psywave because it had me at 1 HP. I'm really sorry. I'm also overcoming the flu, which doesn't help, but this is like dry throat, and it's like random, and it's really not ideal right now when I'm trying to talk for like 20 minutes straight over some Go Battle League battles. Clodsire, Oranguru, that's a newly buffed mon. That mon's really cool. That thing's got buffed Trailblaze, so like confusions are ramping up and you're buffing yourself pretty soon because of it. They then get off a Brutal Swing. We're going straight for EQ because we're not going to survive this confusion. This will get the last shield or take them out. It will not take them out, but it gets them pretty low. We know we resist everything because they have Trailblaze and Brutal Swing. We're a Fairy Grass. We're going to go for the Fairy Wind Farm Down, and unfortunately their last mon is Wigglytuff. Oh, also I miss-swapped. I just remembered this match. PTSD from last season. Everybody and their mother safe swapping Wigglytuffs. So I thought I saw Fairy Normal in the top right. So I brought Clodsire into a goddamn Oranguru to take super effective damage because I thought it was a Wigglytuff. And then they had a Wigglytuff anyway. So there was that. We lost the match. Next match. Awkward-ish matchup here. We kind of outpace if I can throw on proper timing against a 4-turn move, which is asking a lot. They're going to shield regardless of the fact they're debuffing me because these Psywaves are adding up. I'm basically at that foul play before them, but I get scared, so I'm going to double shields here. And then we're going to see if they're going to decide to match my shields or not. They probably recognize that I'm going to outpace, so they decide to just let their Galvantula go down. They then have a Talonflame, which would have been great if I didn't get farmed all the way down. See, this is where I screwed up. I could have had a shield if I just threw my foul play sooner. And this opponent played very well. They're gonna Brave Bird me. They're gonna dip. I'm stupid. I should have stayed in for like 3 seconds, built up to the Stone Edge. Did not do that. They're then gonna come in with Swampert. They're going to Hydro Cannon me. I'm going to try to make sure they minimize their farm, so I'm going to let them Hydro Cannon me once more, get me as low as possible so that when I do take out the Swampert, Talonflame gets like 1 Incinerate, and then we call it a day. Seed Bomb's going through, going to take out the Swampert, and we're going to fingers crossed that 1 Incinerate does not have them at a Gray Bird, and it does. So, the real lose con here was not throwing my foul place into that Galvantula sooner. Next match, Malamar into Swampert. I don't know how that matchup goes, to be honest, and we're not going to find out. They then pivot into Skarmory, so I'm like, let's build up a buttload of energy, superpower, dip, Go into Clodsire. Clodsire doesn't want to see Swamp. Clodsire will do fine against Skarmory. Also, this is Air Slash Skarmory. Again, day 1 battles, rank 2 and 3. I ran into some good opponents. I ran into some of these opponents. I'm going to try and maximize my energy here because I fully expect the Swampert to come back in after I take the Skarmory out. They then Brave Bird me, which, I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but I knew I'd survive whatever they threw, so I didn't really care. They then decided to start committing shields, which was surprising. We go for another Stone Edge. This will either get the last shield or take them out. And we get the last shield. And I'm like, okay, yo, you flip switch. This is fantastic. I love this because you know what your Swampert's going to line up with? A Whimsicott. But hey, you do you, broski. I'm not complaining. And then we get the Psywave down until they recognize they're going to get farmed down and then pivot. And then, you know, we got Whimsicott still lined up with the Swampers. This is great. We're going to build the 2 C-Bombs. We're going to eat an Earthquake, which is fine. Again, resisted damage. The only thing we'd be worried about is Sludge Wave. But we're in the year 2024 of our Go Battle League savior. Nobody's running Sludge Wave on Swampert anymore. And nobody should be. Maybe one day Sludge Wave Swampert will see its day again. But that day's not today. Their last mon, Registeel, which isn't a good matchup for Whimsicott. But Lock-On farming me down is going to be difficult. That's 1. 2, my timer's up. And I'm waiting for them to throw because Lock-On farming me down is going to be difficult. And Malamar's got superpower. So we would have and would have been, double would have been fine. And we win the match at top left. We're on to the next one. Guzzlord, Malamar, same idea. I like Malamar for this. Really simple thing. Eat first move, build 2 superpowers. Throw both superpowers. If I got to dip, I got to dip. If I want to stay in and just lose, I can stay in and just lose. They eat the first one, and it doesn't take out. The non-stab part of Malamar superpower, a little disappointing. But they decided to let the second one go through because they don't want to commit shields if I haven't committed shields. And I guess I'm cool with that because now I get alignment. And Feraligatr doesn't have to line up with Clodsire. It can line up with Whimsicott. But they do have 2 Shadow Claws, and Feraligatr is going to be a menace this season. It's still a menace. And then their last mon is Ariados, and they tried to catch. It tried to be cute. It was a good play. It was a good attempt. Did not work. Thankfully, needed that. Trailblaze, we already talked about, recently buffed. So technically, Ariados has been buffed because I think Poison Sting's buffed and Trailblaze is buffed. So super cool things for Ariados. Hopefully that's seeing more play as this season goes out. We're going to go for Stone Edges though, and they're going to keep on boosting their attack. So we're eventually going to have to respect their Trailblazes. But the cool thing is we super resist their Poison Stings. So like I can decide when I want to start respecting any of their moves. I don't have to like worry about getting farmed down here. I guess I could have thrown then. I would have lost CMP Clodsire on Ariados regardless. They then go for Lunge. Very good play by them. I didn't even notice. I was like, why? I'm going to throw the Stone Edge and be like, why are they still alive? And then somebody in my chat told me, yeah, one of those moves was a Lunge. Very well done by them. Seed Bomb, take it out. Gator comes back in. We made sure we got enough energy. We CMP them here. They're at 2 Hydro Cannons. They needed to Hydro Cannon bait and land an Ice Beam. I think I just barely survive a second Hydro Cannon. And we are going to win this. That's 10 battles. Count them. 10. Yep, that's how we all count. Shout out to my math students, man. That's concerning, isn't it? We went 8-2. So, you know, great stuff. I probably could have played some things better. I mean, I critiqued it. And we just enjoyed watching the battles. Let me know what your thoughts were. If there's anything new that buffed or just new moved, let me know. If you want me to run it, I'll try and run it. I had a bunch of fun. Hopefully I can continue to get you more of this content because honestly, I'm actually very excited for the season. And I hope you are too, because we're going to see a lot of new Pokemon seeing success that we've never seen over the 4 years of Go Battle League. And that's super hype. By all means, like, comment, subscribe. It goes a long way. I appreciate any support, and I will see you all in the next video. Preach!